Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader. What you just seen me doing for any of you that are new to Fundy Fortunes YouTube channel is I was putting up an indigenous smudge using sweet grass that grows wild on my property and some sage as well. It clears out all the dark, heavy, oppressive energies and literally cleans 95% of airborne bacteria in your home. It's all good all the way around. So I've smudged myself, my cards, my rocks, the energies that are around me, and then I try to, by holding the smudge up to the camera, in hopes that the energies from the smudge will reach out to anybody that is viewing this video and this reading. So speaking of that, let's see here. I use two decks for my reading. I'm sorry, I just got a little distracted for a second there. From the first deck, I pull 5 cards from the Oceanic Tarot deck, and giving credit to this creation is the creator of the cards is Jay Mullis, and the illustrator is Jane Delaware Taylor. And then I pull one significator from my deck of tarot, which is written by Bridget Reed and created by Bridget Reed. The illustrator is Colin Howard. I'd like to take a moment, just one very quick moment, to say thank you for all your shares and all your likes. And to all subscribers, thank you again for returning time and time again and being part of the Fundy Fortunes family. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. Always happy to see the comments below the videos. I like to see the backstory. And if it resonated with you or what you thought of the reading overall, it's always good to have some feedback. Also, if you are new to the channel, and especially more, because lately I seem to attract a lot of new YouTubers. If you're new to YouTube, subscriptions here are free. You just click the red button below this video window. Every time we post anything new, you'll be alerted via your email notifications. That way you won't miss anything that's coming up. Let me see. Oh, and if you like this is a general reading. Let's state that right off the get-go. And what that means for those of you that don't know what that means, that this may resonate with you on a personal level, and it may not ring true at all for you. But if you find you like the reading and you'd like a private, personalized reading, I do offer that service. And all the information for that is found below in the description box below this video window. Please read through just to see how everything works. Beyond the information there, if you request a reading, we exchange, you give me your information, your pertinent information. I connect that through spirit into the cards. What you receive for your money is very much like what you're seeing here, only the spread is much larger. Most private readings last an hour, if more than an hour. You get 2 videos. My camera only records 1 hour at a time. When it's completed, you will receive the link to your reading. It takes you into a very privatized YouTube window, and only you can see the video, or whoever you choose to share it with, but general public cannot see it. It's under private. Let me see here. I'm thinking that is just about it, and I want to get right into the reading, and let's see what we can get the spirits to conjure up here tonight. This is for Aries. Aries. What a sign they are. Very dynamic people. The first card, there's 5 cards. First card, overall energy. Second card is wealth and finance. Third card, heart, love, romance. Fourth card, ease your challenges. And your fifth card is message from spirit. The significator comes at the end. So the first card in your overall energy, what I pulled for you, Aries. The 9 of Wands, it's all about defense. All right. So, for some of you right now, Aries, when this card is showing up right from the get-go here, some of you are feeling a lot of going through some challenges right now. You feel like you're sacrificing an awful lot of things, personal things. You're working extra hard, harder than you ever have before. And you're feeling a lot of determination. Your determination levels right now are very high, and they're very strong. This seems to be the fuel that's getting you and keeping you on and running right now. Some of you are super busy. Also, along with this, you have a feeling that there's something, for some of you, have something that you feel you need to protect. You're feeling very protective over something. You're rigid within that protection as well. And the rigidity and the feeling for protection actually is driven by an emotion called fear. For some reason, you are working really hard, making the sacrifices to hold on to whatever this is. You're guarding it with everything, with all that you've got. So the advice of this card is to protect what is yours, but to free up your thinking. Create a little bit of mental space to plan for your future. For some of you, that's just what's going on here. For some of you, I don't know what this is, but you've invested just about everything into your future at this point in time. And for some reason, something has come along. There's been a happening or something in here. For some reason, this feeling of, what if I lose it all? And I can't lose it all. I've worked too hard for too long, and I'll hold on to this with my last dying breath kind of thing. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I wish the cards and my intuition would sync up just a little nudge higher. Sometimes I get the mental pictures that come pretty quick and pretty clear and strong. And this is one of those times I wish it would really come forward. This card, because it's a 9, it sees that you are exerting yourself, yes. Some are protective of your job or your property. Some are finding yourself with the feeling you need to defend your actions. You've got some explaining to do, is what some people are going to say. Why are you behaving this way? Why are you so uptight? Why are you so serious? Why are you so preoccupied? People are going to be demanding those questions of you, and they want answers. There's so many sacrifices going on right now with you, Aries. You need to stand your ground with some things that are going on right now, but in some cases you may be a bit of overreacting going on. You feel a need of constant diligence, but the card is here to remind you that everything that you think and everything that you do, it's all free choice. It's all free will. It's whatever drives you and whatever motivation is behind. What it is, I feel some of you are just almost on the verge of driving yourself crazy, mad. Um, you're at the end of your line. You're at your limit. You can't push any harder. I feel that very strong. I felt the heat off of that card right there on that one. Some of you are pushed to your limit. Some of you have pushed yourself to your limit. You're your own worst enemy in a manner of speaking. But hey, if you come out on, on the other end of it, and all the sacrifices and the driving forces were worth it, then you come out on top, and you can say, well, I just about had myself turned inside out, but I'm okay. It all worked out. Okay, so for the next card is your wealth and your finances. And I always explain this card before I turn it and flip it to the camera, because for anybody that's new to tarot, and some that are old school, will take this meaning of this card literally, and it is not literal. It is a metaphor. The whole card is a metaphor. So don't be alarmed. But this is the card of death, and it's all about transformation. And that is poignant as far as the meaning of this card goes. Now, if I could get that in the light to show you. Okay, my arms are too short. I've got my camera pushed way back. But what you see in this picture here, Aries, is a dory, a fishing dory, that worked its life through the seas, catching fish. There's there's nets on the bow and on the stern as well. And you can see all kinds of marine life floating around down there. There's dolphins and there's sharks and small fish and big fish and all kinds of sea life and plant life. The dory has sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Above the water, it no longer serves any purpose whatsoever, and it is sunk. and above water they're saying, well, that's the end of that. It's no good to us. It's dead and gone. But when it sank to the seabed floor and it settled there, over time it became a refuge and a home for the marine life around it. There's a lot of life around that boat right now. The rays of light coming down, encouraging the plankton and coral to grow from the sunlight, giving everything a brand new breath of life. What has happened here, transformation has gone on with the story, and it's very much a very strong metaphor for you, Aries, that some of you will be finding a different purpose in life. You'll be finding another reason to be. So that's what the indication of that card is. It's also starting over it's almost like an ace. There's a new beginning and starting over. For some of you, this could be new jobs. This could be new financial investments, any investments of any kind, anything that's going to revolve and roll out into money. New changes are starting up. New things are coming on. Okay, so when this card appears, there's a great change coming in your life. There is an energy about you that you are readying yourself for this change that's about to come onto you. This may be a new job or even a new relationship. Habits of, for some of you that have had any gambling habits or playing machines, this kind of thing that maybe it's gone off a little bit, it's time to stop now, and it's time to become real about your bad habits that are hurting you. We can have a lot of good habits in life too. It's not always about bad habits, but in this case, the death card comes in to clear the way for things that are new. There are old habits and old ways and old beliefs and of doing things. This can be anything from, giving up coffee in the morning, God forbid, but giving up coffee in the morning to giving up, coffee and cigarettes in the morning, or, drinking every night after work, or, every time you walk near a store or a place of business that has gambling machines, in you go. Things like this. Um, we become habits with each other as well. And this is a new change. This is a new era coming in, which usually means new people coming in as well. So you've got to keep that in mind and don't forget that. The advice of this card is what will be, because some things you can't control, some things you can't harness to become the driver in. Some things are out of your control and you're more of the passenger. And that can happen as well. And then changes imposed upon you. And you don't have a whole lot to say with it, so you kind of have to just, it is what it is, what will be will be. And let fate and destiny take you there, and carry you on the winds of change. Keywords for this card are rebirth, endings, release, relief, and conclusions. Ooh, just got a little bit of a nudge there to tell you. Some of you are paying off some huge, huge bills that have had you burdened down for a long time, like your mortgage being paid, huge car payments being paid, huge loans, student loans, home loans, anything like that. You're coming to the point that'll be a time for celebration. That is going to change a lot of people. When they know that the time's coming close to paying off a major bill, they've already got other plans in place. The freedom of that not making that payment anymore frees up a lot of money and energy as well to start new things, and you've already got those kind of plans already made out. The third card that I pulled for you is the Page of Wands, Aries, and it's all about creativity. When pages come into a reading, this is in your love, your heart, your romance sector as well. Anything to do with your heart and love, in any way, shape, or form. When pages come into the picture, what usually happens is that they carry a message, usually by a young person. And this is Wands as well, the suit of Wands, which is all about practical things. Let me pull my book on this just for one moment. Page of Wands. Let's see here. I'm going to read verbatim from the book on you on this one. Okay. The page is charming and chatty, and he brings great news about creative projects, travel plans, and new work. In relationships, he or she reveals a fun flirtation. An additional meaning of the card is the influence of a creative person, a writer, actor, artist, dancer, or musician, or that you are discovering your creative potential. The advice of this card now is the time to express yourself in words and pictures, dance, music, or through any other creative pursuit that you enjoy. Your keywords are messages, travel, news, communication, new work, expressions, transitions, and entertainment. So for some of you right now, you're looking for a creative way to bring it up to your mate, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, your better half. That you want to take things. This is for newer people, newer relationships is the nudge that I'm getting for this. And you're looking for a creative way. Some of you maybe just say, will you marry me? You want something unique and creative. As mundane as that sounds, or as corny as that sounds, I should say, but that's what it's all about. We all look for ingenious ways to carry out these specific things this way. Just bear with me for one moment. There's going to be a young person that brings up the subject of travel. There's going to be a conversation. And this is to your benefit. That's all I see on that. That's all I see. That there's love, proposals of marriage, unique proposals of marriage, a young person coming along and discussing something about travel. It may make your unique proposal that much more unique and may be connected to travel. Excuse me one moment. Okay. I pause for a minute because I'm listening. The next card that I pulled for you, Aries, is about reward. It's the Four of Wands. This fell into your challenges position for the month of October. Again, we have wands. Practical things. Your challenges for this month, right off the top, are going to be to complete projects that you've already started. For some of you, it's finding a brand new home. For others, it's passing a test. For some of you, it is, some of you are going to be on a holiday, coming home. Some of you will take a trip away. A lot of socializing right now going on as well. And there's love in the picture as well. This is a happy four, and it brings leisure, fun, and freedom. The keywords are balance, love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, and a new home. The advice is to be carefree while you can. Replenish your mind, body, soul. You deserve it. That comes back to that first card of working like a horse and driving yourself to the edge of your own limits, the whole bit. For those of you that are in that, this card is telling you your challenges is okay. Time to finish it up. Wrap it up and get it done. You've gone too long. You've gone too far. You've pushed too hard. After all, perfection even seeks its own level, just as water will seek its own level. So will perfection. You can't improve upon perfection. The cards are telling you, the spirit is telling you that you've done enough and you're going into overkill with things. You're going to reward yourself by taking yourself away. If you don't take yourself away, you'll be passing a lot of time recuperating, and there's a couple of you that are going to need that recuperation time. You've pretty much burned yourselves out. The cards are here to tell you, to remind you to sit back, to rest well, to eat well, to be well. Let the, you've dried up your reservoir of creativity and determination. That's where you're going to find yourself partway through the month, that you've dried up. And that's your body and your mental activity, your energies, your physical being cueing in and gearing down, saying, we're shutting you down. You need to stop now. You can't make perfect any more than what it is, which is perfect. Some of you are going to find the challenge of doing this, and you're feeling the time crunch, and you know, way back in the back of your head, this little voice is saying, It's time for you to slow down now. It's time for you to finish this so that you can rest, catch your breath, and get those creative juices back going again when the time is right. Those are your challenges. Now, I like this guy. This is your message from Spirit, too. This is the Magician, and he's all about manifestation. I like him. As you can see on the table in front of him, he has all 4 suits represented here of tarot. There's the cups. You see the golden goblet? And that long golden stick, that's your rods, your staves, your wands. The next thing is the sword right beside it. Of course, the cups all represent heart and love and creativity. And the staves, the rods, the wands, they represent practical things in your life. And the swords come into the picture, and the sword represents decisions and thoughts, everything going on inside the brain, some deep thought going on. And then way, way off on the other side of the table is coins, deniers, pentacles, whatever you'd like to call them. And the Magician always asks, what can you make happen? What can you make happen? He's holding that table out, and his hand is open and welcomed as well. And he's telling you, you have all the tools at your disposal, whatever you need to make things happen. Spirit is sending you that message very, very strongly. So this guy is also known as the commander of the deep. And he asks, as I said, what can you make happen? Conditions right now are perfect. Now is the time to take action. You have the talent and the resources to attract exactly what you want. And then the tools to do what you want with. Like you're going to have what seems to be a lot at your disposal right now. The things that you need. For some of you, just had a nudge. Some of you, if you need money to start something new and you approach your banker, the results are going to be quite favorable to you. You'll have a bounce in your step when you leave that meeting. And you're holding back, even though the bounce is betraying how you're feeling, you're still holding back because you're just wanting to get alone for a minute and do a happy dance and fist pumps in the air. That's what's for some of you. There's going to be a lot of energy around you, a sense of purpose as well. When this card appears, communication speed up, everything starts happening pretty fast. Support comes very easily, as I just told you. The advice of this card, the time is now. Take action, and you will find success. And the keywords are new enterprises, communications, energy, money, travel, and support. Like I said, you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be saying to yourself at some point, when it comes to starting up again and getting things rolling, and for some of you, this is the first rollout, you're going to be thinking, if I'd known it was that easy, I would have started this a long time ago. Most of what held you back and hesitated was wondering if you could get the support, the tools, and the things that you needed. If they were going, how hard were they going to be? How much energy was this going to take from you? How much fun would this take out of the project, just trying to get it all going? But that's all part of the process. It really is. You have to start somewhere, so you start at the beginning, and it's baby steps until you get to where you're going, then you can dive head in. So if you like what you see, dive in, no problem. Last card that I pulled in this reading from Deck of Tarot is the Knight of Swords, and just look at this guy. He's pretty fierce. This is a man on a mission. He means business. You let me get my book out on him. Sorry about the clunking. Everything's magnified over the camera and the audio. We make noise on this end of it and don't realize how bad that sounds. But anyway, let's see. Okay. Knight of Swords. When this card appears, he symbolizes the insecure mind that refuses to take another's feelings or opinions into account. When that happens, when someone is insecure, they won't take anybody else's feelings or opinions into account. They're so insecure that the thought of anybody else's opinions coming in and accepting them, you feel is going to rock the boat. That's what you feel. Your fear drives you in that direction, in that belief. So you're kind of holding everybody out like this. You've got people wanting to help you with something, and you've got your arms out like this, and you're saying, no, stay away. Um, for others of you, if anyone gets in the way of this knight swinging sword, he will strike them down. But this card can also symbolize being very goal-oriented. Goal-oriented? Shoof, that's putting it lightly. This whole reading has been about work and projects and accomplishments and getting things done and going to the extreme, working too hard, putting too much out there, pushing yourself to the point of burnout, exhaustion. Um, Goal-oriented is putting it very lightly, but that's what these things are all about. A lot of goals there. New beginnings, transformations. Of course, there's love in the cards as well. I feel a lot of family love and a lot of family concern. But the Magician, he's the best in the spirit from Messages from Spirit. It's just wonderful when you think about it. He tells you, you have all these tools, everything you need. You know, you've got the tools for the heart and for passion and love. It's all right there. You have that. The ones about practical things. Practical things are like getting a job up off the ground. Practical things are your home, your car, your bank account, tools that we use, places that we go. These are all practical things, and you have those tools as well. And then there's the swords. The swords are all about the mind and the thought process and decisions to be made. The subconscious coming in and making subtle influences and nudges on you. It's all head space and head stuff. And then we have the coins, which says you have the funds available. If you don't, they'll come to you easily, a lot easier than what you thought. As I said, you'll say, why didn't I do this sooner? And a lot of creativity as well. The Magician says you've got it all right now. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Help yourself. You the boss. Remember that. You're the boss. So just a nudge there to tell you that, because you can't blame other people for what you've demanded that you wanted. Certain things in a certain way. Um, I'm feeling for one or two of you, these changes that we kind of touch lightly on here. I mean, it's all about change, but it's projects and goal-oriented and all that. But for a couple of you, your life is never going to be the same. You're going to go through this period, and this is a pivotal moment in your life, and there's no looking back for one or two of you. I feel that very strongly. I feel the heat right off the reading on that one, right off. Some of you, there will be no going back. Once you take those steps forward and you get the ball in motion, you can't stop it from rolling. There's your reading. There's your reading, Aries. Um, I don't know what else to tell you. The reading feels understated in a way, and it feels like there's a lot of stuff in the background, like right on the start line, getting ready to fall forward, to run forward, to move forward, to push forward. There's a lot of personal self-discovery, finding out what you're made of, and finding out what your limits are. That's all really important stuff, but that's what I'm feeling and sensing from that. The changes, though. I'm feeling the heat still. The cards are put away, and I'm feeling the heat here in my stomach. The changes for some of you are going to be brought on through the changes of other people. Those that are close to you in your life, such as people um, that have health concerns that affect your life. I'm feeling a nudge there. And there's going to be a change with those with the health concerns, which is going to affect your life again in another way. It's going to change things up a bit. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're new, subscribed yet? Come on, hit the button. I'm just joking around. You don't have to if you don't want to. But here's the thing. 2 weeks for Aries with all 12 signs of the zodiac right around the whole wheel. There'll be 12 more videos coming out on mid-month October to see. Well, this one will be interesting to come back and see all the new beginnings and the starts. I'm sure the cards are going to reveal all that, and we'll see where that goes from there. Anyway, thank you so much for coming by and spending this time with me and viewing this video and viewing the reading. I hope you walk away with something, and I hope what you walk away with is hope and belief and positivity, because that's what we all need. We all need a little bit more of that in our lives every day. From my heart to yours, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon, I hope. Bye-bye.